And hey Siri, play We Are the Champions by Queen, because the Titans have returned back to the campus of UW Oshkosh with a national title. This team has already won the regular season title and have locked up the 1 seed of the conference tournament for the 2nd consecutive year, continuing the run of dominance that this program has shown over quite some time. But since then, they've climbed all the way back to the best record at September's end, and now they're looking to win a World Series. 50%, man, you must take how many shots a day?
A lot.
Jordan Love against man in that first game against the Bears, 8 of 11 for 126 yards and a touchdown, still got him in the zone. But on Wednesday, he said there's no animosity between him and the team that gave him the world. You're right, and if Bob Uecker was looking down, he'd probably be shaking his head right now thinking, what is going on with this team that was the best team in baseball all throughout the regular season and have seemingly fallen flat on their face here in the NLCS. For those out there hoping I'd come bearing the gift of a Jordan Love start this weekend, don't cross that off your Christmas list just yet. He has not been cleared from concussion protocol, though he did suit up for practice this afternoon. Well, you can see behind me, they've got the sign going. It says Cubs win, which means there will be a Game 5 in Milwaukee. Ordinarily, if your starting pitcher allows just 3 runs, it gives you a chance to win the game. But when it's your ace and it's 3 runs in just 4 innings, well, that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, I think you can expect both teams to be 4-down teams on Thursday. The one thing about the Packers, though, when it gets to Week 12 or later, since 2019, they've got the best record in the NFL in Week 12 or later, and they're 11-4 on the road under LaFleur. But remember, it wasn't just his kicking, or lack thereof, should I say, that stood out this season. Special teams as a whole under Bisaccia was not exactly great.
I look back on it, and I think like it changed my perspective of how I look at basketball. It changed my perspective of how, like, I kind of took the game for granted.
In December of 2024, Martin Westeen's college career changed, tearing her ACL, partially tearing her meniscus, fracturing a bone, and suffering a high-grade ligament sprain in practice, taking away the thing she loved most.
And I think when you lose something that was so important to you for how many years of your life, and you can't do it for 400 days, like, you look at it differently.
It's such a lonely road when you're coming back from an injury, especially that one. That takes a really long time. And so I think she falls in line with all those athletes I've seen. There's a lot of highs and lows, and yet I still think she tried to maintain the best attitude possible.
I know it was a long process for her, and I know that injury is very isolating. It can be very hard to go through, especially alone, but she wasn't at it alone. You know, she had teammates, and I think just watching her work so hard throughout the whole thing was so just cool.
But after 13 months of patience and plenty of persistence, the day had finally come for the redshirt sophomore to return to the floor, though it wasn't without some butterflies.
I think leading up to the game, like our shoot around and like our pregame meal, I was like, oh, I'm nervous. Like the couple of days before I knew I was gonna play, I was nervous. But then I think once like I got onto the court, I was focused on like the game, because it's been so long, and you're kind of like you're waiting. My hands were like shaky when I was going in. I was so excited. But I think you wait and you wait and you wait, and you finally get into that position, and it kind of just like.
I think the roars got louder. She checks in, everybody's excited. She rebounds, everyone's like, she's rebounding again. And then she keeps the ball in her hands and comes off the ball screen and scores, and the place just absolutely lights up for her, and it's so well deserved.
And I think it was really cool to like know that I have that support, and people were like excited and waiting for me to come back. And I think, I mean, I didn't want to score the first time I touched the ball, but it was kind of the opportunity that presented itself. And after going through what I've been through in the last 400 days, it's just like every day is a blessing, and I love being here, and I love my teammates, and I think why not have a good time and smile and enjoy what you're doing, because 4 or 5 years from now, you're going to look back on it and wish you were still in it. And I think like enjoying every day, even if it's a hard day or a bad day or a negative day, is just like kind of the mindset I like to take.
Wisdom beyond her age. With the Phoenix, Michael Gross, Fox 11 Sports.